It's so nice to be back in the capital of New Brunswick. Last time we were here was 2017. Hello, Fredericton. New teams, new events in New Brunswick. Many familiar faces are in new places as the curling quadrennial begins. And over the next 5 days, 32 of the country's best will battle it out for some big bucks. The brackets, they're set. Each round you win, you can win even more. The curlers look to cash in as the money flows in the Maritimes. The 2022 PointsBet Invitational next. Fredericton is his home. Willie O'Ree, Hall of Famer, of course a recipient of the Order of Canada, first black man to play in the NHL with Boston back in 1958. As on this Wednesday we say again, hello Canada. It's so nice to be with you. We hope that you are well as we begin this brand new season of champions with this brand new event, the PointsBet Invitational. As yes, the preparation starts now, looking ahead. Can you believe it? 4 years and the Winter Games in Italy. There have been so many changes among all the teams. We'll tell you about those, but there's also a change for us too.
Hey curling fans. I've had the best seat in the house for some of the best curling ever. My years with TSN has given me a real sense of what this sport does for communities across Canada and how TSN plays an important role in connecting competitive sport with community spirit. Thank you so much to the players, to you the fans, and to my TSN teammates for the incredible journey these past 8 years. I will truly miss it. But now is the time for me to focus on family and my responsibilities as President and CEO of Canada's Sports Hall of Fame. But I promise I will still be curling's #1 fan, cheering from the sidelines, wishing I could be there to keep Vic and Russ in line. I am looking forward, though, to continuing the great work of Canada's Sports Hall of Fame, shining a spotlight on inspiring athletes from across this nation. Enjoy the season.
And Cheryl, we wish you and your family all the very best. You'll want to know that for the first time in 8 years, Russ brought his wallet today. Yes, changes galore across the curling world. I don't know if we've ever seen as many.
Well, we really haven't, and it really shows where curling is going. It's a business. You make a 4-year business plan. At work, will you do that with curling? But teams like Carrie Anderson that will go very long this season, they haven't played yet. So those teams that have been working really hard and playing in 3 spiels, they have an advantage.
Let's take a look at the women's field. We will see the men tonight. And so Carrie Anderson seated #1 on through Suzanne Bird at 14. She was voted in by you, the viewers. Emily Deschênes, the junior champion. Tracy Larocque, she's a club champion. So 116, it's very much like March Madness. You win and you move on. And Anderson, interestingly enough, no changes.
No change at all, and they have to be the favorite. The only 3-time Canadian champion, and they stayed together as a unit. You have to pencil them in for sure, Kath. But haven't played in the Bonspiel yet. The other 5 teams, all new, totally scrambled, all great talent. We've seen them all before, but can they figure it out in a hurry?
It's going to be a learning process, to be sure. So let's take a look at the 2 teams we'll see today. The teams and meeting the teams is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we will start with the Olympic gold medalist, Jennifer Jones, who has hooked herself up with a young gun of a team, and that's Zacharias from Altona, Manitoba.
Well, Carly Burgess, one of the most decorated junior women's players, is going to stay at 3rd the entire year. But the big change for Mac after being in the house all those years is playing 2nd. She will hold the broom, though, for Jennifer.
And going up against the hometown team, coming off their best performance, a bronze medal at the Scotties in Thunder Bay, Andrea Kelly.
Well, one big change in this team, too, with Jo Brothers skipping her whole career down to 2nd. Again, it's a bit of a theme. Can she handle that position? But I know Kelly can handle Jones. She's not afraid of Jones. She's in her home barn. Should be a good one.
So that is our first game here in the PointsBet Invitational from Fredericton on Canada's sports leader, TSN.
Andrea and her team are just amazing. They're going to be the hometown favorite. Always love playing against them. It's always a great game, and hopefully we'll have that last rock and we'll be able to score what we need to win the game.
We're excited to kick it off against Jennifer Jones. We know that they have a bit of a new team. Zacharias' team is a very talented team, all great shot makers with one of the best call in the game, so hopefully we can pull out the W.
The 2022 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, proud partner of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
On this Wednesday afternoon here at Willie O'Ree Place, the 4 sheets in play, so we'll see half the field of the women's event today, half again tomorrow. And it is called the Sweep 16. Chelsea Carey, the 2-time Scottish champion, will be on sheet A against Selena Sturmey. That is seed 4 against 13. We'll have our featured game on sheet B, seed 5 against seed 12. The number 1 seed, Carrie Anderson, comes in out of Gimli, the 3-time reigning Canadian champion. She goes against Tracy Larocque, the 22 club champion, Everest club champion, and Christina Black out of Halifax will go against Kelsey Rock. It's 9 against 8 there. And it will be Jones who will have the red stones. Andrea Kelly will play the yellow. Kelly is already in place as Jones has won the draw to the button, and she will have the last rock in this first end of play. This will be the first time they're on the ice. They went to Ottawa a couple of weeks back to train. You know, a lot of this is early event for some of these teams, and a lot of the curling clubs locally don't have their ice. So they made the trip to Ottawa to practice, and it was just in the last couple of days that the local clubs here in Fredericton had their ice installed. So to get us underway, throwing the lead stones for the team from the Capital Winter Club, this is Katie Forward.
Ice just installed here too, Vic, with the help of the great Dave Merklinger and his crew. It's nice and level. He's got the rocks he wants. No humidity problems, even though there's been a lot of rain. There's great dehumidification here. And the surface should be very, very predictable.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, good. Good sweep, guys. Good sweep.
So to Kathy's point, it's a 5-person team that Jones is now skipping, and today it is Lauren Lenentine that will throw the lead stones with Emily Zacharias sitting it out.
Need some curl, Car. Wait as long as you can. Yeah, go. Make sure you're tight. Make sure you're tight on
this is the
line,
same
not in
foursome that won the Bonspiel last week, and it's not necessarily why they're going to keep this 4, but I think for Jennifer, knowing this is one and done, putting a team back on the ice intact that you just came off a huge victory in Edmonton is really important.
You know, by comparison, Kathy, we're just saying how this is a first event for Kelly. You mentioned Jones already. It's as if she said, you know what, we're going to get out there. We want to test this. Let's get going. She's played 3 events, qualified in all 3, and they won that Saville in Edmonton. They beat the Fleury Holman team 5-4 in the final.
Hard finish. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
And she tries to put the guard on her stone, top edge of the 8. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. And we'll start with Jennifer Jones.
Well, all different, all the same for Team Jones here. You know, it's a totally new team. How often do you replace 4 players and still curl? That's what Jennifer's done here. And guess what? They're number 1 in the world on tour so far in this early season. And be aggressive early. A, that's the way to get after Kelly because they haven't played. And B, that's the way Jennifer plays every game. And that could be their big advantage here early.
Curl, 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 curl. And you roll, Car.
Oh, and even got a little bit of a roll towards center line. So Barry's just a piece underneath. Very nice stone. Keys now for the team from the capital here in Fredericton and Andrea Kelly.
Well, brothers, for Andrea, it's imperative to have Joe Brothers comfortable as fast as she possibly can in this single knockout situation. She's playing second. That has to be new. It's a new team. So how fast can she be comfortable? And mid-season form fast. Again, you just mentioned it. Jones, 3 events with the team, 1 with Brent in the mixed doubles. She is in mid-season form. So Andrea's got to be ready and ready fast.
Keys of the game are brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue, the tissue for any issue. So that's for Jill Brothers. Let's remember now, of course, you're talking about a world Canadian junior champion back in 2004, world silver medalist. And here again, you've got a matchup of 2 wonderful junior careers in Mackenzie Zacharias, world champion, Canadian junior champion in 2020.
Hard. Okay. That's a 9. Wait. Little up? Okay.
I think we're going to see a lot of that, Vic, early. It's not like this Zacharias team is not used to the big spotlight and arena conditions, but they're playing with Jennifer Jones, and it has to make a difference. That was a 9-second hit, way overthrown.
Just got to breathe once.
So a chance here for Jill to get in behind. Jones with the last rock here in this first.
9. Where? 8. Okay. No, it's 9.
You only move on if you win.
Sylvie, always Sylvie. Gotta go. Yeah, really hard, guys. Gotta go. All the way finish. Hard, cross center with it. Keep it going. You got it. Sylvie, hard. Hard, go. Hard, go. Hard. Good job, guys. This out there and it came off, eh?
Always Sylvie Quillian throwing the third stones and sweeping. So yes, win or go home. Very much think of it like March Madness. 16 teams, men and women, 10 ends, 2 timeouts. Interestingly, you play 19 minutes in the first 5. You'll get 19 minutes to play the second 5. You cannot, if you don't use that time, carry it over. And then, of course, it is $50,000 to the winning teams. Win 4 games, $50,000.
4 seconds and 14.9 hog to hog.
Yeah, when I first looked at it, Vic, you're thinking single knockout. But it's so exciting that way. And for the curlers, yes, half the teams go home after game 1, but you only have to win those 4. 50,000, that's a big payday.
Rotation. 11. Clean.
Last year playing third for Kelly at the Scotties. She's previously skipped 4 herself. New Brunswick champions, not quite able to get it underneath. I thought, though, last year, Russ, Sylvie was as comfortable as I've seen her. Not that she wasn't a good skip, but just that taking that pressure off her.
No kidding. First half of the Scotties, I think she was the best third there. Her numbers dropped as the week went along, but just a great team effort, best ever from Kelly for sure. Interesting spot in the ice here. Jill, when Jill threw her come around Dravik, they yelled 9, which is almost through the rings. They ended up brushing it to get it in the ring, so they went out wider in a fresh path. To keep an eye on that. This could be a little crispy out here. All the teams go roughly edge of the 8, it looked like, for the draw to the button. They've worn that path down. This is wider than that.
I think the other thing too, Russ, is that normally at a Scotties or a Briar, the teams have the opportunity to practice the day before on the ice in the building and move from sheet to sheet. They did not have that opportunity. Most of the teams that were here yesterday practiced at the curling club, and so their access to the ice is today, and so they're also trying to learn very quickly as they go.
How true.
Well, there was, you could say, an unforced error as she got it outside. It never came back for her. And now with last rock, Jones has one. Not a little under cover, but there is a hole there, but she could sit 2 after this.
A little bit wide, yeah.
You couldn't dream up a better scenario all of a sudden. It's partially hidden in a free one here. Carly can get this mostly buried. There's a chance for 2 or 3.
One shot, huh?
Yeah, it's all it takes, isn't it?
Great for Carly Burgess, because she's originally from Truro. And Kathy, a chance now to play basically at home. What'd she say? Parents, grandparents, an aunt is coming here.
Lots of family, and not having to travel as far. Her entourage, if you will, tends to travel all across the country, but she just is so excited about being home. She'll stay out here after this event is over and take some time before heading to Toronto for the next one. And so playing at home is pretty special.
She was saying that the Truro Curling Club really do honor her and her championship. They've got her picture everywhere at the Truro Curling Club.
Rightly so. Great position here. Not only is it buried, Vic, it kind of half covers the back one, as we say, Christmas tree. Tough to get either of those reds out. This is where there's very little chance that Andrea has an exact read on this spot.
Coming in that we weren't leaving the...
No, exactly. That's pretty good.
Are the hack waiters running, or are they grabbing pebble and curling? They just don't know till they throw one.
Okay, so we're talking 12-5.
Yeah. Love. My draws are just nice here too.
Okay.
Weight's great. Hack. Hack up. Yep. Hack.
She was the sponsor's invite, the local team. Kelly coming off that bronze medal. Brothers now have to sneak it and they cannot.
Look out.
And not quite, or they would have wrapped in another third.
Really nice weight. Holy, that broke hard with that weight.
There you go. They just guessed wrong.
Just broke hard with that weight, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go here, but again, if I guess then there's no, I don't think there's ever really a triple.
I like the split. You're coming over ours a little bit too.
Do you like the split?
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I like it because like that's basically where you want to put it anyways.
We have to make it now. Like she has to shoot against 4.
Yeah, okay.
They can actually kick this in there, even if they don't make it. And they kick one into that area and stay there. It guards the 2 in the 4-foot area.
You like that?
What an opportunity here.
I like the split. I was gonna look at a couple.
And one unforced error by Sylvia. They don't brush Andrea soon enough, and it kicked Jennifer's rock closer. This is made properly. Kelly's looking at 4.
Saturday.
And this spot they will know. Everybody's thrown close to the edge of 4 or a hair wider.
Weight's good. Yep. Whoa. Weight's good. Close. Yep.
And of course, that Olympic gold medal in 14.
Weight's good. Yes. Hard. Really hard. You gotta go. Back 12. Gotta go.
Burgess out in front. Lenentine on the right.
Shooter.
Oh boy, what did she leave here now?
Not quite what she wanted, but there's a tough double on the back two.
I thought it was heavy, if anything. It's just light, hey?
I also think you caught Frost out there too because we like weren't really that close and then we had like nose.
Shoot. It's just
I like
terribly.
the weight wasn't bad. I got 13 and a half, so that would
I
have
thought
been
I had
back
max
line.
weight.
That would have been at least back line.
13 and a half should have gone through the rings, Vic, even by hitting something. So it's a little slower in that spot. First in. Now, if you hit and roll on top of the back one or buried right where the broom is, you might get out of this mess.
I think we play that double.
Jennifer Jones seated number 5 coming in.
Oh, okay.
The seedings are based on the world
Yeah, that was too
rankings.
thin.
So these are based now on the top Canadian teams, and she comes in number 5. Andrea Kelly, as of course mentioned, is the seeded number 12, based on her points and the sponsor invitation.
Boy, not much ice for this double. Now, Andrea can throw it as hard as anybody, but you have to hit it exactly right there to make the straight back double. There has to be a bit of pebble. We just witnessed 2 rocks die and over curl.
And picked up right away, and it's Brothers with it all the way, called off, run it back, and she'll get rid of a couple. And it will be a chance for 2 for Jones as we drop in on the 1-16 game, and that is the 3-time Canadian champion Carrie Anderson against, from Fort William Curling Club, Tracy Larocque.
Well, Tracy Larocque faced 2 on her final stone, managed to pick one of the Anderson stones out, but did roll out in the process. And so for Carrie, if she can get half of the stone in the 12-foot, it will be for 2.
Tracy and her team are the Canadian Club Champions, the Everest Canadian Club Champions for 21.
Good.
So she picks up a couple. Seed 1 against 16 there. A chance for Jones now to pick up a couple.
Uh-oh. This over curls could be heavy.
We need it. We need it.
Oh, it needs it. Indeed needs it. And it over curls. And to the cheer of the crowd here as they see Jones give away. So a couple of unforced errors. First it was Quillian, and now an unforced error by Jones. It's day 1, brand new event. The PointsBet Invitational from here in Fredericton, and yeah, it's fair to say Andrea Kelly and her team from the Capital Winter Club got away with one there as Jones had the opportunity to draw for 2. Settles for just the single. And so here in the second, it will be Kelly, the number 12 seed in this field of 16 that does have last draw. She has the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Andrea Kelly seems awfully happy at the break. That could have been a 4.
Go, Mac, go. Yep.
Well, and it's interesting, Vic, when you and I spoke with Carly Burgess before the game, one of the things that she said when I asked what's the biggest thing that you've learned from Jennifer so far was communication. It is the most important thing that Jennifer espouses, is the need to share more information. And we were talking at the break that they didn't share enough about the weight early to try to get the most out of that shot.
Yeah, it was in between, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
First end, there's going to be different paths. And they just did not guess right and communicate it. You're right.
Gotta go wide, hard.
I think it's more than
Hard, hard.
Bumper.
Clean. Get ready for the roll, Jill. No, we're not gonna roll very far, so.
No, it's just act.
No roll, sits right there on the center line and pushes that stone just out the back.
On the nose.
So other games, and it's the 13 seed out of the Saville Center in Edmonton. Selena Sturmey picks up a single on the 4th ranked Chelsea Carey, the 2-time Canadian champion. And a single for Dartmouth's Christina Black as she takes the early lead on Kelsey Rock out of Edmonton.
Well, Selena Sturmey in a lot of trouble in that end, facing 3 on her first. Made a really nice draw in order to take that single point, going to 2.
Good. 11-2. Okay.
I think it's still around probably a 4 here.
Yeah.
Speaking of communication, Kath, when I teach my clinics, we talk about the hog to hog all the time. Try to utilize that to everybody that's in the camps.
Nice, tight.
Jennifer Jones is by far the very best. Every single shot that stops, she turns to her brushers. 10-4, 10-6, 10-8. And they really have it mapped out.
It is great information to share for sure.
Your brothers around the guard, and they will be shot rock. It may have been peeked out now on that
15-3.
wide intern side.
What turn? I'm thinking the end. Okay.
So here are the 16 teams. On the left is what we're watching today. Tomorrow we'll see the other half. And it includes Kerry Galusha out of the Northwest Territories, coming off a first ever appearance, of course, at the Scotties in the playoffs for her. Tried to run it straight back, and that new team there, you saw the Holman-Fleury combination. Tracy Fleury comes in to skip the team, but Rachel Holman will throw the fourth stone. That's something new.
10-5.
Well, and of course, another big change. We're watching Jennifer Jones, longtime third. Caitlin Laws has stepped up to the helm and has started terrific this year. It's a big change for Jennifer not having Caitlin at third, but Caitlin at skip. They were finalists to Hasselborg in Norway and just recently won the Mother Club, which is out of Winnipeg. So off to a great start.
Yeah, it's at the Granite, of course.
It is.
That's right.
Easy. Yes.
And not quite rolling it underneath, but sitting two. The Granite, of course, legendary Granite.
Right off of it.
Home of our old pal, Ray Turnbull.
Just a 10.
Big weight on that hit and roll. That's what all these teams are going to have to get used to. What's the tendency of your new players? Are they a little inside out? Are they a little soft on the wrist? What's their normal weight when they get under the gun?
Mac. 9.5.
Little speed wobble there and had to back it up. This might not curl.
Really hard. Okay, good.
Doesn't get the roll.
I don't mind nose. Even it here. Just not all the way under. I think I like nose. Yeah. 10-5.
Why not all the way under?
Well, it's funny, Vic. I was thinking the same thing. But if they get it buried, at some point, it's almost a guard for Jones. If Jones can hit that other one, roll buried, or maybe there's an error, you can draw around it, then it's hard for Andrea to make her last one. So right now, you sit two. There's zero chance at this point there's a double. It's getting late enough in the end. You can score a pretty simple two.
Three-time junior champion in New Brunswick is Cullion, and also a Canadian mixed silver medalist with Grant Oldershaw.
Exactly. Trying for the long roll now, kind of to our point. You can roll behind the red one or the yellow one.
Carly Burgess.
Whoa! 9.5. Yeah, go. Go, Matt. Go.
You know, you were talking about all the
Just heavy.
the awards and
Nice
what
throw.
she has won. When you look at Carly Burgess, Kathy, she wins with Mary Fay, who is now, I think, Dr. Fay, with Caitlin Jones in Nova Scotia before she goes west and wins another championship with Zacharias. So very, how do you put it? You know, can adapt, very adaptable to different styles of play and skips.
Well, for sure, and don't forget, she also won the YOG, the Youth Olympic Games. That was skipped by Mary Fay, and then she went to a Worlds as a fifth as well. And so when you have all those experiences at international and national play, you become a little bit chameleon-like and are able to adapt to all sorts of different things, and she does it very quickly.
Keep it going, Jill. Okay.
Wanted it in.
Yeah, missed a free one. And again, we talk about it all the time, Vic. Everybody's warmed the sheet up, edge of 8 as we look now to the button, both turns. Sylvie went down the center there. It's a little crispy. Now they know that. They're used to it. They played enough, but
I thought you got yours back, Car.
That time of year, you're going to make those mistakes.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
That's a big one.
I still think this will run.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we can. Yeah. You got it done. Hey, they're good. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Weight's good. Clean it. Clean it. Weight's good. Hard.
Whoa, Carly.
Car.
Carly, hard roll.
Any roll, Lauren.
Kathy, we were talking with Carly before the game and asking her about this team and now playing with a Jennifer Jones. And I said, look, this is curling royalty here, and you are, in a way, junior royalty with your championships. But she said it was intimidating at first to be with Jennifer. But at the same time, Jennifer has made them feel so comfortable and, in fact, wants to hear from them. If you've got ideas, don't shut down. I want to hear. And what they've done for Jennifer Jones is invigorated her.
Well, they have for sure. Jennifer, there's nothing she hasn't been there, done that, seen that. And so some new life and sharing those experiences with a younger team is, I think, given her a renewed zest.
All right, let's drop over and check in on Chelsea Carey, the two-time Canadian champion. Her change is at second with Liz Fife, of course, those years with Einarson and Fleury, and in fact did spend some time with Chelsea Carey when she was in Manitoba. Down 1-0 to the number 13 seed, Selena Sturmey.
And this end flipped around on last shot. It has been all Sturmey, a chance to lie two, but she got a little outside on her final stone and jammed the Carey stone, leaving it behind the guard, and now this is a hit for two.
Real nice.
And just like that, the deuce.
So Chelsea Carey with Jolene Campbell at third picks up a pair to take the lead, 4 against 13.
Yeah, curls a little there. Yeah.
Just perfect for Andrea, forcing Jennifer to play the angle. Raise here, a little tougher shot.
I had a 15-1, yeah.
15-1, that's good speed.
15.
That's measured hog to hog. With very little brushing too, so like a 15-4, 15-5 could make the rings. That's what the brushers are looking for too.
Could you have taken it just a little deeper?
Yeah, I guess you could have. There's no port there, it doesn't look like, and that would make this shot a little bit harder. You really could have.
Final stone, looking at the angle raise.
It's okay.
And giving up on it. She'll flash, and so they'll have a chance for two. Kelly.
Doesn't make much like I did. Yeah, sorry. No, it's okay.
Dropping in on 9, 8 against 9. Kelsey Rock, Edmonton, number 8. And from Dartmouth, Christina Black.
Well, Christina Black and her team have had two stones in the house the entire end. No chance for Kelsey Rock to remove both of them. This is the nose, and it is good enough for the single.
For a single for Rock. The two-time Canadian and World Junior champion, Kelsey Rock, out of the Saville in Edmonton. And now waiting, looking for a couple of points here to take the lead.
Line's nice. Needs to be in. Keep it clean.
Oh, you know where you are, don't you? She's from the Capital Winter Club here in Fredericton, and Andrea Kelly puts a couple on the board to take the lead. So nice to be back here in Fredericton. Our last trip was back. It was a summertime spiel. Do you remember that? It was the Everest Curling Challenge back in August, late August of 17, and then there was supposed to be a Canada Cup here and then a Continental Cup, but both were canceled because of the pandemic, and now hosting the very first PointsBet Invitational. So nice to be back in the New Brunswick capital as we welcome you back on this first day of a brand new season of champions. And a couple there by Andrea Kelly out of the Capital Winter Club has her on top 2-1. It is Jennifer Jones curling now out of the familiar St. Vital in Winnipeg, and of course the Altona Curling Club south of Winnipeg. And Jones with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
And not quite curling like Jennifer Jones so far, and that's what we talked about before, that it's tough to be really sharp. Now, Jennifer's probably played more than anybody, so you hate to use that as an excuse, but if she'd hit and stayed on her first one, then Andrea wouldn't have done what she did, and that forced a miss out of that angle raise on her second one.
Yeah, well, we mentioned 3 events, qualified in all of them, and then she won the event at the Saville Center in Edmonton.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Bounce it a little. Yep, bounce it off. Hard.
No, I don't think that we could say in Jennifer's case that they're not ready to play. I just don't think that she's feeling draw weight. In the draw to the button, she went back 12, which is very uncharacteristic, and sometimes that just says that her kick speed might be a little bit off and is just struggling to find it.
That's a wonderful point, Kath, because people at home watching are like, how can Jennifer Jones miss the 8-foot and 12-foot? You know, she missed the shot for 2 in the first end. Sometimes it's underfoot. It just feels so different. Takes a while.
Mackenzie Zacharias and picked up right away by Burgess and Lenentine.
Where's that yellow one going?
And she's all over it, crashes up top and pushing this in. And it'll hang around, so 1, 2, and 4 belong to Kelly without Last Rock. 1 against 16, 3-time reigning Canadian champion Carrie Anderson with a steal of 1 against the club champions from the Fort William and Thunder Bay and Tracy Leroy.
Weights up. 4. 3. Can you bounce it? 3. Whoa. Always Kate. 3.
It's pretty close to the rings. They don't want it too deep.
Whoa. On its own. Okay, just like 2, 3. Close. Yep. Hard. Good, Jill.
Boy, that came over in a hurry, didn't it?
Did it ever, and didn't go quite as far as they expected. Good spot, though. The double's not there at all unless it's a run-back double.
Yeah, what, a quarter? Yeah. Same weight. Okay. No, it's good weight. Same weight. Yeah, same weight. Whoa.
So have a look now where that is and where it ends up. Look at that.
Put that blinker on. Freshly sanded stones.
Good, Jill.
Guards are very difficult when there's this much curl.
Yep. Weight's good. You gotta go really hard.
Oh, there's got to be some pebble here. This is light and narrow.
Gotta go. Watch the shooter. Try to roll it in, Cart. Yep.
And you're going to catch the top. And will. And look at that. Spills in a little closer. So 3 and 4 belong to Jones. You were talking about the stones. These Curling Canada stones were last used at the Brier in 19, and that was in Brandon, and Kevin Cooey won. And at the Scotties in 20, that was in Moose Jaw, and that was the first of the 3 for Anderson. So they haven't been used a lot. Oh, you're going to sneak this one. Can you sneak it? Sure you can. Going to get it both. No, drives it right through.
That was a chance to get that buried red one of Team Jones. Now there's a pretty simple double to sit to 2. Close.
Carly Burgess. Zacharias.
Okay.
I'm going to get one. Going to get them both. No, she'll just touch it on the way by. Doesn't push it far enough. So without Last Rock, it is Kelly sitting the 1 under some cover, back edge of the 4.
Interesting, though. There's a very thin double, which makes it difficult. Or do you just do that? Hit and roll over. Be careful not to run it back onto that yellow.
I think this will cover
This is where you want to protect if you're Sylvie. You've got to miss this on the high side, not over curl and take out your own. Remember, Andrea missed one here.
10-5, weight's nice. Yes, yes!
Started to move on her now, and it's all hands here. Forward, and Brothers skipped it by what he got. Run it by, sit on top, and she'll just gear away. But Shot Rock still belongs to Kelly.
It's just too tough to hit that dead on without taking out your own. So by hitting it where you wanted to, that was the safe error. You're never going to stay for second shot.
Yeah, I thought it was close. That balance is so hard to call. Yeah.
Sorry, Sylvia.
Because, yeah, we couldn't just sit
Two
right
good
there.
ones.
Yeah, either.
Yeah, you got it.
Aggressive
I got
play
25
here.
on that.
Most teams would just tap out the yellow rocks at the 2.
Good slice, but we can be easy.
A little bit for line. Hard line. Okay, line set. You gotta go. Through. Take a look. Take a look. Clean. Whoa, clean.
It's bumping.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know, I'm just making sure we're shot.
Really good.
Good. Nice shot.
Oh, how good is that?
I think it goes off that.
Okay. Nose.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Vic, I think you can get that. Once you play yellow, the red goes there. This red goes that way. The top red will miss the shot rock. I think you can get them both at least moving. One of them out for sure. And the speed Andrea Kelly can throw, I think she can get them both. Just virtually dead on.
Seven.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
It's close.
Yeah.
Brothers,
Whoa,
all
whoa,
on
whoa,
its
whoa.
own. Bang, 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 and around they go. To sit 3 without last rock.
They had a training weekend in Ottawa a week ago, and Andrea said that after last year, they were determined that people wouldn't assume it was a fluke, their bronze medal appearance, and that kind of shot making shows that she is definitely planning on being a factor this year.
Yeah, they went 8-4 in Thunder Bay.
Now, there's one of the teams that is not on this draw. Christy Moore on the far side is actually skipping for Casey Scheidegger, unable to come. Kate Cameron, now known as Kate Hogan, got married over the year.
Right.
Taylor McDonald, and of course, Casey's sister Jessie, watching on and wondering what it's going to be like, because they too have not been able to throw on the ice yet.
Yeah, congratulations belatedly to Kate. She got married in August to Jordan, so we wish them the very best.
Real funny call, I thought, Vic, having Carly throw that freeze. It was a bit greedy. She threw a good shot and set up the double. He could have just hit it, rolled somewhere, and sat 2.
Trying to play down the corner.
Yep.
Jennifer Jones.
Back 8.
Oh, little over curl again here. They hold it for her. No, they don't. And so it'll be Kelly sitting the one without.
Shoot. I thought I was going to tell. Yeah, hard. Back 8. Get low. Raise the nose. You got to get it. Yes, yes. Hard. Back 8. Hard.
She had the speed dialed in, just a little over curl.
Just sit top 12 in front. Top 12 in front. Okay.
Is there any option of reading that red
All
one?
right, Kathy, back we go. Sheet A, and it's number 4, Carey, 13, Sturmey with last rock.
And a little bit of ice troubles for Chelsea Carey. Had an opportunity to hit and lie 3 on her first. I don't know whether she pointed it or didn't take enough ice, but she crashed on a guard, and that allowed Selena to get in there to lie 2. And Chelsea not able to make the hit and roll on her final. So this is an open hit for 2.
Sturmey, Selena, world Canadian junior champion in 19, university champion twice over at the University of Alberta. You know, we just watched an over curl again for Jennifer Jones. That's not the first time. It's as if she's not taking enough ice.
Yeah, exactly. No question.
So the guard goes up from Andrea Kelly.
Can you get at that?
Come through the hole.
Yeah,
I was seeing the out. I think the intern's going to overcurl onto ours.
That's what I thought.
I think you have to throw it turn, but
Like,
you
I don't think you have to throw it
might
terribly.
you might be able to get this out for 2.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because then if suddenly you do tick ours, like we're still here. Okay.
okay.
I think we have to.
Do you like this? I don't know. What are your thoughts? It looks really tricky with this turn.
You have
But
to
I-
throw the out turn, but do not hit that rock. If you kick it out like that,
Halfway.
it's a steal of 3.
I like it. You got it, Jeff. You got it,
I'm
Jeff.
not
Okay.
sure she can with the guard in the
Take
way,
this.
but
So Kathy, let's just you play a little bit coach here or manager. You're struggling a little bit if you're Jones. Why not make the draw? You need a half a stone in the 4-foot. Get your point, tie it up, and then and move on.
I don't disagree with you, but she's Jennifer Jones. And if there's any opportunity to score multiple points, she's going to take it.
Called right off. Now Burgess again. Got to get through that hole. Here we go. Get through, you two. What do you got? Have you got it? Yes, you do. Touch it. And will slide too far and have to settle for the single when it's all said and done.
Couldn't have got it much closer to the guard. Yeah, no.
I almost wonder if it grazed a little.
it might have because it sure finished after the fact.
It went sharp.
Couldn't hold the shooter for 2. And that's what we are, tied at 2. We are in Fredericton for 5 days for this year's PointsBet Invitational, the New Brunswick capital. Last time we were here was back in 2017 for 3 days, and it was the Everest Curling Challenge. John Epping and his team, well, there were 8 teams, but they had a draft, and then they mixed and matched, and it became 8 mixed teams. And so in that final, it was Epping's team. You see Caitlin Laws there, and ultimately it was Team Gushu, along with Kathy Overton-Clapham, E.J. Harnden, and Lisa Weigel, that got the big check. Look at that. Seriously big check for $200,000 as they won the Everest Curling Challenge back in late August of 17. And I remember it was a beautiful outside, and people were showing up in their flip-flops, and then they put on their slider and let's go curl.
And interesting, Vic, you look at the shaking hands. Brad Gushu, E.J. Harnden were together in that event.
That's right, and here they are now.
Who knew?
As it's one of the changes. That's, they're the number 1 ranked team on the men's side, and they did make a change with Brett Gallant going out west.
I don't think so. Never. I don't think so.
Lauren's rock. Top 4.
Neither tick shot made quite properly. Last one had to go back. The first one tapped it behind the tee line, but gives Team Jones a chance to be aggressive here early.
So we're tied at 2 as we go to 5, and it is Andrea Kelly with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. So Brad Gushu is ranked number 1 on the men's side, and we'll see half the men tonight, half the men tomorrow. Brendan Botcher, of course, has rebuilt his team, retooled, and so many. Kevin Cooey as well. Greek Carruthers, my gosh, Mike McEwen has given up the Buffalo, and he's now playing for the Trillium on his back in Ontario, and he goes against John Epping. So a lot of changes on the men's side of things. But I tell you that Ontario, the province of Ontario, has suddenly become a little deeper.
Oh, no kidding.
With Mike McEwen going there now, and you've got the usual suspects, of course, in Epping and Howard.
I think that old guy, Howard. Glenn turns 60 in July.
Oh, I thought you were referring to yourself.
The older guy.
Older guy, yeah.
Two.
Are we past the yellow?
No.
No.
Yep.
No,
beside
that,
it.
you know. Whoa.
We passed
Whoa,
it.
whoa, just even with the yellow. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, nice setup here. If you could just hook this over and stop that yellow raise, they've done it.
Okay, good.
Easy double, though.
Feel.
Neither team razor sharp here, Vic. It's you've got two great ice readers in both these skips. I would think the difference is going to be down the line where somebody, an unforced error could make a big difference here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, you're good. No.
Got them both? Sure do.
Yellow. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here we are.
Nice shot.
As all the games now nearing the midway point on this opening draw. And Anderson continues just to stretch the lead. Number one, three-time Canadian champion going up against, as we say, Tracy Larocque, the club champion, extends her lead there to 4. And Christina Black picks up a single Dartmouth Curling Club to lead Kelsey Rock.
And a really nice draw by Christina Black on her final, facing several buried stones by Kelsey Rock and her team to take that single point and get that lead back as they play in 4.
Hard, Mac. Finish. No, you're good. Straight, straight, straight. Just hard, hard, hard. Okay, that's good. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good.
Nice car. Good car.
Those look so simple, but with this much finish hog line in, you've got to be really precise in your weight to line those guards up properly.
Straight back. Okay. Out turn. You got it, Sylvie. Eight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think low. Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Yeah.
Sylvie Cullion Brothers jumps on it, runs it back, and just drives it by, and then leaves that shooter just off center as they're trying to protect now a couple of stones in the house.
Boy, those are the tough ones, Vic. You're that close, like quarter-inch less curl. You get rid of both, maybe all three. Now you leave a guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we gotta go a little bit.
Line's good.
Just halfway right now.
Line's good.
Gotta go. Halfway.
Okay, over and up. Straight, Lauren. Straight. Straight, straight, straight. It's got to stop. Can we
You
rub
don't want
off?
to keep rushing this. It could
Straight,
overcurl.
Lauren. Straight, 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 straight. Okay, okay, good.
Okay.
Could go after the one in the rings, chase it with such beautiful curl, get it behind the tee line. Nothing wrong with this either. And there, if you get the red, maybe less than half, the yellow one could come back into the rings and hit one of the Jones's rocks.
Right out of her hand, you can hear Cullion calling on Brothers. And all the way down, Jill Brothers. And she'll get rid of one, leaves the Jones there. You know, there's a difference too for Jill Brothers, saying that she hadn't brushed a stone in 8 years, as she has been a skip all that time in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's a huge difference. You also don't get to read the ice like you used to, and you sit in the hack and second guess some of the ice calls too until she gets used to being a front-end player.
Well, she did admit that Andrea's style of play, Kelly's style of play, is more aggressive than her own.
No question. And that changes the shot selection all the way down the line.
You got it, Jen.
Big trouble here for Kelly, though. You could tap this up. Could push us to a tight guard in the rings.
Tight.
Line's good. Keep it
Out
out there.
a bit. Keep it out.
Straight,
Halfway.
Lauren.
Straight.
Halfway.
Yeah, deeper than halfway.
Easy,
Easy,
where?
where?
Halfway.
over curling. It's not very heavy.
Straight, Lauren! No. Just let it stop. Where are you? Right beside? We can chip off this one. Curl. Good. That was a lot. Yeah.
Got lucky, very fortunate. That was light enough it was over curling, but that little wick keeps it protected.
Okay, double peel. Okay.
So to your point earlier,
How much to the top are we hitting?
does Kelly take the chance maybe and go around?
Yes.
You really could here because you're not going to
You're 2-on-1.
Right. You're not going to blank the end. So if you're not going to blank and you get forced to 1, why not get forced to 2? There's risk. Andrea misses it. She might be in big trouble in her last one.
Right.
But her last one is not going to be easy, even if this double's made.
And she does make the double.
That could end up in the paint too.
All right, let's go back to sheet A with Selena Sturmey up by 1, and Carey with last rock in what, facing a couple?
She is. From the hack, she was looking at whether she could play the double through the hole, but it probably looks way bigger of a hole from the hack than it did down here. So she's going back to the draw. Faced 2 on her first, did tap the Sturmey stone back, but left herself open, and Selena able to remove it and lie the 2. So for Chelsea Carey, we'll need a half a stone in the 4-foot.
I think it's a veteran call, Kath. You missed that. You're down 3.
Yes.
Through the port.
The 2-time Canadian champion,
Line's good.
Chelsea Carey.
It's curling. Stay close. Line's great. Okay. You get side of the button. Line's great. Okay. We're T-line.
Jolene Campbell.
All here.
Liz Fife. Rachel Erickson.
Atta girl. Good.
And perfect.
Good judge. One run. Nice. Keep it out a bit.
Jennifer only took middle 8-foot there.
Okay.
She must be guarding the back rock, not the center line one.
Just get it in and whoa. Top 12. That's top 12. Whoa. You want it in? No. Just let it sit. It's got to sit. It's going sideways. Okay.
Wasn't enough for that either.
That'd be okay.
Well, she's still going to be forced to draw. You can't hit that stone top edge and be shot rock, can you?
No, that's right. You could make the double, straight back double. You could hit the back one, but I don't think they know the ice at all. But my concern here, I like this call. I think I'd play the same thing. All the draws were in this type of area for the draw to the button. This is a shade wider here. A, this could over curl, or B, it could be a bit slower.
Either way, you're facing 4.
So, what do you like playing at this for weight, though? Just like a 9?
Oh, your call, bud.
Well,
Interesting here, Kathy. We talked to Jill about this. And Jill being a former skip, she said very much the way Jill Babin worked with her, Andrea. She says, brothers, I think I got a pretty good gut when it comes to calls, and maybe the gut was speaking to her right there.
Well, and she pretty much said what Russ did. All of our draws have been in one path. This is brand new, and she also told us that I am going to pick my spots, and that draw, if it's a little bit unknown, you could give up 3, 4, and so you play this double. If you get it on the nose, it's a steal of 1. That's not life-changing. 4 is.
Yeah, facing 4.
Perfect time to use your lifeline there, Kath. I think this is a great call.
Hair down. 9. Yep. Yeah, you gotta go, Jill. You too.
Cullion calling on brothers and forward. Got to stay with it all the way. Look out now. You're facing 4. Look out now. Oh, goodness. And away it goes. And it will be a huge, huge steal of 3. Jones here in 4. A huge steal of 3. And Jennifer Jones seeded number 5 with the lead on number 12, Andrea Kelly, as we welcome you back on this opening day. First draw in a brand new season of champions. Kelly will have the last rock here in 5, playing the Yellowstones.
Back line.
You know, you're looking at, as we said, 2 teams really that aren't that sharp.
No, they really aren't. We kind of expected that. Yeah, I think the ice is a wee bit tricky in spots, but a lot of broom placement in the wrong spots for sure.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Roll it, Jill. Roll it. Yep. Right over. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
This is on. Nine and a half.
All right. Just got it back. Right at it.
Do you like that ice to 9.5? Okay.
Watch this very, very straight throwing arm, but then really relaxes her throwing arm to add rotation.
Off. Carly,
And
Carly.
you get. That has to curl hard.
Hard. Hard.
Going to catch something. Just catches it.
9-2. Yeah, too much speed, and she was just a little big.
But as we say, disappointing numbers for the
Okay.
the Canadian World Junior Champ.
We still like that 4 split?
Yeah. Does finish hard here at the end.
Line's pretty good, Kate.
You know, I'm wondering, Kathy, if on that last stone of Kelly's, Andrea Kelly's, you know, she had the discussion with Jill about the draw path, and I'm wondering if she protected against it.
I don't know if it's that as much as I'm wondering if the broom a couple of times has been in the right spot. And then if you start wondering in your head if you've taken too much, you maybe get it started a little bit and it went.
I think too, Kath, I love the fact she didn't draw against 4 in a new path.
Yep.
And this double is the easiest shot, but the key here for Andrea and team is hit and stay. Throw hack weight, board weight. If you hit and stay, yeah, don't make the double. You're only 1 down with the hammer. No problem at all. You can't throw that kind of speed against 4.
I threw it a little bit harder than everyone, like, to catch it, I guess, eh?
Like I thought that would have been like T-line, eh?
So it was there on its own.
Yeah, it was there, yeah.
Really hard.
Again.
Really gotta go. Gotta go, Lauren. Should be good. Should be good. Nice shot, Matt. Good. Nice. Good sweep.
Do you like this right now? Yep.
Number 9 against number 8, 2-1, and it's Christina Black, Dartmouth leading. Kelsey Rock, though, last stone.
Well, for Kelsey Rock, I'm sure frustrated, was set up to score 3, maybe even 4 this end, but on Christina Black's final, she squeaked through a port and got to the 2 buried stones belonging to Kelsey Rock. Is currently second shot. So for Kelsey Rock to score 2, she needs full 4.
Okay.
And will not get it.
1 yellow. Yeah.
So settling for the single and a tie game.
I was seeing the end.
Okay, 9.5.
9.5. You got it.
No,
It's
no,
nice. A little
no.
big.
Clean. Lauren. Hard to stay, hard to stay.
Lauren
hard to stay.
Lenentine.
Go.
And would love
Okay,
to
that's
stay.
fine.
And just maybe holding on to the edge of the 12.
I think that's in. That's huge. It might stop a blank opportunity here.
Hard to stay. Go.
Lauren trying to carve that over, trying to scratch the ice to get a little extra curl.
I think we We gotta go.
That's a little slow, eh? Where are we? T-line!
Going right around.
Line.
Yeah.
Line's great.
It's a good call because it's kind of a double raise.
Jill, it's running straight. It's running very straight. Keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going. Get to center if you can. Go, Jill. Go, go, go. Okay. Good sweeping.
I like to nose or roll a rock. 10.
That was a 9. Okay, you got it.
And Carrie Anderson, number 1, continues to steal her way. Picks up another to lead 5-0
Weight's good.
over Tracy LaRock and the Canadian Club champions out of Thunder Bay.
Hard. Gotta go right to it. No roll. No roll. And sit.
Wow.
Sit. Sit, sit, sit.
Just
Okay.
snuck it by the top stone, just off center. Does manage to hold it, and it looks to me as if they may be second shot.
Could be, but I imagine that's going to change right now because you have to get at that red one. And the trick here is you want to raise the yellow on a slight angle without being too cute and hit and roll out.
Our shooter won't out-count that.
Freeze to that one. Freeze to the back one.
This one?
Yeah.
How?
That way.
The intern's the only way to freeze to it, and that
Let's make a decision.
the top yellow might be in the way.
But you might be tight.
Cause timeout or?
And the pressure on the decision is with 2 minutes left in this half of 19. Andrea Kelly's team has to keep aware of the fact that they don't have 38 minutes to get to the end of the game. They only have 19 to complete the first 5.
Back 8.
They do have 2 90-second timeouts that they can use.
Whoa. To my room.
That's for the entire game, of course.
This will curl so hard, hogline in on this intern. They got to be careful this doesn't over curl.
You can't stop. You gotta go line. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, Kate.
And trying to save it, and they just may have. That little rub may have just saved it enough to be third shot.
She can't nose that one out, count this still. I do think it's them. It's close, but I think it's them.
On the nose?
Yeah.
Jennifer Jones plays more inside out, and that's what you're going to see here. Draws, taps, and takeouts than any team I've ever seen. It really pays dividends because you understand those spots a little better than your opponent. Sometimes on arena ice, those wide outside in shots, in this case an out turn for a right-handed curler, it's a little more unpredictable.
Yeah, I like this. They're good.
I think this will curl, Carly.
Okay. You want me to go early?
I'd like you to, yeah.
Okay. I like that. Okay. You got it, Jen. They're good.
Even if I hit and roll out, it's not the end of the world. We just kind of over curl.
Okay.
Is that part of the understanding, Kathy, of getting used to each other? When Jennifer says, yeah, Carly, I'd like you to go a little earlier.
Well, it's just that they know it's going to go, and we know now with sweeping, if you get on it early, it's going to run straight. So she wanted it to run straight before it made its move. But it is ongoing communication in the hack all the time, and that's really critical to this team.
There's a 9.
Yeah, I knew I was heavy. Sorry, I knew I was heavy.
Oh, there. I don't know if it's
A 10 and play the nose. Just,
okay.
Just a little on center your side. Okay.
That curled hard.
No,
Jennifer's
just
quite a
plain
bit heavier
nose.
than she
You want me to
predicted.
bounce that over?
Still made the shot.
What's that?
Do you want me to bounce my side
Well,
over?
our shooter can never count those back too,
Okay.
so we're just going to use it as a guard.
Okay.
Yes! Yes!
Yep.
All the way with it, brothers, and forward. And she'll use it as the card. She had it planned out.
Very nice.
Good job. Thanks. Nice try, Andrea.
I think
See what that does for us. Yeah. Like
Jennifer's going to have to go for the back one here.
Yeah, it just depends on how she's picking it.
So yellow doubles there, Vic, but
Firm.
where's that shot rock
Just the
going?
Vic.
It could go back into those
Yeah, I
reds
like
and
it.
you don't remove it. So to pick this clean is not easy.
You got it, Jen. Good, good, Jen. You got it. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa! 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 Carly! Carly!
Got it, got it. Sure does. And enough to push it out the side.
But
Yes, but she cleared out those two at the back, and so it will be a draw for two.
boy,
So unlucky. Shoot.
So unlucky.
Super unlucky. Throws a little bit more and it's fine.
So, yeah, unlucky.
A little bit slower. It's
But
the same as I had been.
you said if she
That
tries
was-
the
yeah,
double,
down here, you made that great. Yeah. Okay. Like maybe
there was a good
hair
chance that the
forward.
yellow would have been driven onto it.
Seeing yourself.
Should she, in fact, have seen that possibility of that catching those two?
yeah, I think, and it's easy from up here, but I don't think the team saw that happening. That plan B, like when she the idea was kill that rock, and I don't think they realized you could hit it that thin and make a double on your own and roll out. It's
And I also, Russ, think they jumped it early. There's a lot of movement by the center line. They were so afraid it might crash that you jump it early, you pull it back,
right.
and it just didn't come back with the weight.
boy, this you can't hit this dead on. I
Goodness
don't think.
gracious. You got everybody in the building here. You got to get a little rub, got a little roll. No, and no, goodness, you had two, and you're going to settle for one.
Wow.
Very sweet.
We'll go to the break. 5-3 Jones.
The 2022 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Scotty's Facial Tissues, the tissue for any issue. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Let's see, quickly update what's happening on sheet D. Number 9 against number 8. That's Christina Black. Dartmouth against 8th-seeded Kelsey Rock. And this is Black from the Dartmouth Curling Club.
Last two ends, lots of pressure on Christina. She made a wonderful hit and roll to force Kelsey Rock last end. Now she's facing 4. Made a great hit and roll facing that 4 on the first, but Kelsey Rock able to get rid of it. Needs the 4-foot.
And great drag there to get it to the lid for the single. One red it is, and they go to the break. And this is a live look now on sheet C. And this is a great for the club champions out of Thunder Bay, out of the Fort William, Tracy Rock. Gets on the board. Finally, she picks up a couple and is down 5-2 to the number 1 seed, Carrie Anderson. Well, all the games now have reached the fifth end break, and with that single, it's Christina Black now up by 1 over Kelsey Rock, and you notice the second half. The clock has been reset to a second, 19 minutes. And here it's Jennifer Jones leading by 2. She'll have last rock playing the Redstones, and right away, it's the unforced errors. It's those mistakes. It's those errors when you drive the ball into the net. And there is one for Andrea Kelly. Why did she play it so tight to that center?
Yeah, the reason why is they knew that path. If they'd gone out another foot wider, it was a bit of a guess, but it would have been tempting to go inside out, where Carly had made a couple freezes and they'd watched those rocks. They knew what that path would do. It was just an unforced error with line, really.
Freeze that.
And after having been shut out for the first 5, getting on the board, number 16 seed Tracy Larocque out of Thunder Bay. But down 5-2 to the number 1 seed and a 3-time
Line's good.
Canadian champion. Carrie Ahners, another Gimli.
Line's good. Line's good. Wheat's good.
Toppy.
Whoa, can't bounce off
Gotta
this
go
yellow.
soon.
Wheat's good.
No,
I
Wheat's
want
okay,
8
Wheat's
foot.
there.
Can't bounce off the yellow.
No, we're a little past the yellow.
A lot of rotation. This could glide.
Curl, 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 Matt. Curl, 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 curl. Okay, okay, Lauren. It's not bad. Good speed.
You heard Jennifer say don't bounce off the yellow. That's where they wanted it, was on the corner of the yellow. Now there's a double available.
Okay, okay.
You hook it on the corner, it would have been a very good spot.
Bumper. Am I slowing down in here, Jill? I don't think so. Okay. Bumper.
No.
Clean.
No.
Down. Bumper.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Close. Yes. Hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa.
Clean. Yes. Hard. 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 Good, Jill. Sweep.
Jill Brothers will get rid of 1.
Very nice.
Good call on the weight.
Intern.
Jill's made a lot of shots.
Right at it. Yes, yes.
Clean. Easy, 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 easy.
Mackenzie Zacharias. Ooh.
Sorry, Mac. My fault. Good.
Wow.
Corner guard. Backed up.
This one. Half across.
Kate's was a 25 split.
Okay.
Just backed up.
They're already into the second half on sheet A, and a blank in 5 means they're tied at 3.
No extension.
3, 2, always
No
Kate.
extension.
2,
Might be Sylvie's.
3, 2. It's dying. Right to my broom.
Line's
Whoa.
great.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Whoa.
Okay.
Have like a little bit of option.
You like trying to run it?
Yep.
You just want to run it on this one. Make that double.
Okay.
Or we just peel.
Straight back. He might make the triple.
I like the run too. I'm good at the run.
I like the run. Yep.
Yeah.
Kathy,
Hello.
Kind of wait for.
do you think,
Yes, often.
not very successfully though, do you think Jennifer's game calling changes because she's curling with, yes, junior champions, but relatively inexperienced junior champions?
I don't know if it's that as much as the team that she played with for a long time. You get in a groove and you know what
Instinctively,
people's
don't you?
absolutely. You know what they like to play. You know what they're best at. This is still a learning curve. It has been 3 events, as we've talked about with this team, but keeping in mind it's a 5-person team. So when Emily is playing, what are her strengths? When Lauren's playing, what are hers? And so there's a lot of extra thinking that goes on when you are playing a 5-person team. And she's really still, I think, trying to feel out who is best at what kind of weight and at what turn and what situation. So it may not be a typical Jennifer Jones call, other than she loves lots of rocks in play, and that's going to still be what she defaults to.
Or 4.
But if you're going to do that, Russ, you better have
Make that double.
confidence and believe that your players can play that kind of game.
Well, you think back, with Caitlin and Don McCune a couple years back, I'd be playing aggressively too, right? So yeah, that's going to be the learning curve for sure. What I've noticed, I think the young team in front of Jennifer, they throw it so hard. I think Jennifer's not quite getting them in the right spot to helping them out. This thing's coming pretty hard. So therefore you get a little less curl.
When they settle, it is Andrea Kelly sitting the 2 without last rock.
Same. 2.5. Is that enough ice?
I don't know.
You think that further this, Kathy, to Russ's point about a lot of, well, there's an upweight shot. Now, granted, she was moving stones, but tendency for a junior team is to play maybe, or recent junior team, to play more upweight shots so that the soft game that maybe Jennifer would like to play, soft game with lots of rocks in play, will take a little while to develop.
It does. This is a very capable team through the order, but when you watch a lot of junior play, a lot of it is draws and hits, and the hits tend to be higher. And it's the men and women's at the very top level that really play a lot more of those in-between weights, those quiet weights, knowing that you get the most out of shots, but you have to be confident with your brushers, you have to be confident with your ice reading to be able to do those, and that often comes with age. And so the tendency is to overthrow, and that's what we're seeing so far for the Jennifer Jones team.
And Don, how many times have we said throwing, Russ, just enough weight to do the job? That stone is just pushed out the range.
Yeah, that's the difference. Kathy's absolutely dead on. Oh, speaking of dead on.
Yeah.
I didn't say good point for Kathy.
No.
Somewhere Cheryl Bernard is rolling her eyes at both of you.
And saying, man, am I lucky.
I know, I'm just wondering, like, do you think it's higher than the one on your side?
It's to Kathy's point. It's not like Team Zacharias without Jennifer. They know what they're doing. It's just I think they throw it. Maybe those peels. Or maybe Jennifer's looking for an 8. They're getting a 7.5 or a 7.
7/8, and I gave her 7/8 low.
Yeah. That didn't hate mine. Like my throw. But yeah.
Okay, so I can just go by my... I'd go by the one down here. It's pretty comparable.
Well, a chance here for Team Kelly to maybe steal one. They take advantage of a couple of mistakes by the Jones team as we play here in 6. Jones with last rock up by a couple. Remember now, you win, you move on. Lose, you go home.
2, 3, 2. No, it's going to overbend. It's going to overbend. 2. No, it's going to overbend. It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
3 still.
Stop. Hit.
Left the double if Jennifer chooses.
Yeah.
I should have gone on it, hey?
Okay.
Firm?
Yep.
You wanted to guard the inside of that top yellow close to the center line for obvious reason.
Firm.
Just enough of it there. Half of this rock, you make the double.
Half, make it. Right there, pretty close.
You got it, Jen. They're good. Like a kid.
Great chance to get themselves out of some trouble here. Jones with her first. As we peek in, a 3-3 tie. Sturmey and Carey, and last one for Selena coming up. You got them both. One, and does she push it out? No, she will not. And so there again, you talk about the unforced errors. There's a big one for Jones.
Selena Sturmey, an opportunity for 2 on her first one, was a little bit full, grazed the backside of a guard and redirected it right onto the lid. And then Chelsea Carey clunked that same guard that I spoke about, and that is why this is a draw for 2. Needs to bite the lid.
Great call. Good call.
Oh, now that little spin away.
Think it's not enough. Think it's 2.
Yeah, there it is. Well, she just said 2.
Well, and so did I. Next.
Moving on.
Whenever I miss a shot, Paige always does that.
All right, just listen for someone to say 2 when I go out on that wire. And often fall.
I did too. I just like.
Well, I got it back, but yeah.
Still talking about that first one from Jones.
Those ones down the middle, you tend to slide dead down the middle, and she had to back that up. A little tight slide, backed it up, and didn't finish.
Going right around that center guard.
Yeah, and the line's perfect. I'm not sure it's heavy enough.
Hard. Just full 12. Get it even. Get it even. Hard. Go. You got it. Go. Hard.
And she'll draw it into the top 8 to sit 3. So that's what's facing now Jones with her last.
Just a foot more.
Just full 12.
Caitlin forward, closest to the stone, and Jill Brothers out in front.
They watched a hit and roll out for a steal of 3 from Team Kelly. You don't want to roll out here. Jennifer will throw a little bit softer weight here, just to put a 10-second hit.
Right away. Right away. Yep. Go with it. Here they go. Burgess, Lenentine, and did well. They knew. As she hits, sticks for the single. Jones looking to move on, up by 3. Lauren Lendentine throwing the lead stones for Jennifer Jones, the number 5 seed, and Jones with that single picks up a 6-3 lead now as we welcome you back on this Wednesday afternoon to Fredericton. And this opening day, the PointsBet Invitational from Willie O'Ree Place. A very nice crowd on hand for this opening day. This building seats around 1,500. It is Andrea Kelly that does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones. But I'll make the point again. It hasn't been well played. There's been a number of misses on both sides. And the biggest miss, of course, is that rollout and giving up the steal of 3 by Kelly. And that was in the 4th.
Yeah, that's the difference, no question about it. And, they're certainly not mid-season form. Some good shots made. A really good comeback after the steal of 3. They played 2 solid ends, Team Kelly.
Really tight. We're in. Okay, stay close then. We're in.
Going with the double corner guard stacked on the same side. Trying to generate a 3-pointer here for Team Kelly.
Straight. Hard. Hard. Okay.
Not where they wanted that one.
Okay, bye. Okay.
Especially when you're up, Vic, behind the tee line, just helps your opponent.
You want to throw 10-5? Okay.
They overbrushed that rock. Andrea's going to hit now. They wanted it short, and they got a little cute on the brushing call. Brushed it in. Now Team Kelly can hit it and maybe roll underneath the yellows.
No.
Jill Brothers. 3-2 Black leading Rock, and it is Kelsey Rock as Danielle Schmiemann has the brush down, and chance for a couple, or at least 3, maybe even 3.
Maybe even 3. The last 3 ends, it has been all Rock, but Christina Black has made an end saver the last 2. Not so much this end. She tried to draw and freeze to the shot. Stone was a little bit light. It is in the 12-foot, so already lying 2, looking for 8-foot for 3.
Good judge. Yeah, 3.
And 3 it is, as
3 yellow. Yep.
55% on her draws.
Okay.
Huge 3.
Yeah, 4 feet less. Yeah. It just dies. Okay. Line's good. Really good. I like it. Top 4. Get a room here. Top 4. Off, off, off. You want to go soon for
A couple choices for Jones here. They could start running out those corner guards off. Andrea's going to try to use them at some point, but she's going to stay on the offense, which is nothing new for Jones.
Get some space, Car. Okay. Okay.
I think we just play that double right now.
Sure.
Okay. You can play this.
You play the double, you're off to the top
I
of
don't
the
mind that
12
double
foot. If
though.
Jennifer noses it, then you'll go around those corner guards and be shot rock.
10? Same way you just moved. Okay.
Very nice.
Nice line call.
9.5. Okay.
Scary little red one at the back where Jennifer's standing. This you nose this, you can jam it. I love where they rolled there, Vic. Jennifer can't really be aggressive on the roll here. She just has to make it go away. Don't remember the inside out out turn here.
Close. Clean.
Carly Burgess.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Watch. Whoa.
There is going to be a roll here.
Whoa. Sorry, Carly.
And we'll spin it to the back edge of the 4 undercover.
9-1. Okay.
Yeah? Or here?
Anderson, Carrie Anderson,
I like the split.
has responded with 2 of her own and now leads 7-2 in the battle of 1 against 16.
Yeah, I think into it.
Maybe a little less.
Couple choices here. Andrea talked about playing the split. I like that call too because it opens up the red double. You might get both in the rings and you roll behind those corner guards that you put there for a reason. They've elected to play the freeze here.
Back line.
Back 8. Yep.
What?
Yep. Back line. Whoa. Back line. Whoa.
Just
No.
move. Just through.
No.
Heavy.
Yep. Straight. Hard. Straight. Hard. Okay.
4 or 5 feet heavy there.
I feel like we're in it now. I feel like we got to go here.
Yep. I like it.
Top 4.
It's good speed. Yeah.
Changing gears, you hit the back yellow. Team Kelly's going around that center guard to a freeze position. It would be tough to get it out, so you might as well do it yourself. Top 4, top 8, here's the call.
Got room. Room. Top 4.
Offset.
Line's good. Yep.
Top line only.
Whoa, room.
T-line.
No. Clean it, Matt. Clean it. It needs to sit. No. Off, Mac. Off.
Weight's nice. Top 4.
Gotta get it in there, Lauren. Stay with it. We gotta. No, not yet. Need above the tee. Above the
Sit. Nice weight.
Nice weight, Car.
Good, Car.
That's good.
Interesting observer on the far end of the trio there is Caitlin Laws, watching her former skip. And with her new teammate in the middle, that's Kristen McCush, and of course Jocelyn Peterman in the foreground, who was her teammate, of course, those years with Jennifer Jones. Number 2 seed this week, and they'll be on the ice tomorrow.
And they're coming off to a very successful start. A lot of Caitlin's time was spent in Norway and loved it, and that's why they went back to play in that initial bonspiel. And then coming, of course, off that win, Caitlin is going to be a first-time mom in December, and her objective is to get to the end of October, knowing that things could change, but she'd like to play until then, and then rejoin her team, hopefully at the Manitoba Scotties in January. So big changes ahead, but she's very, very excited.
Save the yellow rays. That could pay dividends.
It's the fast stuff. Yeah, it's the fast stuff.
I only had a 14.8 on Carly's.
Okay. It feels like
better?
John button.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to John. Yeah, you got it.
So often happens, Vic, with the 5 rock rule is your best defense when you're up like this is an offense. Jennifer's just going to keep them busy by trying to remove all the reds. Pile one in behind it, another one. Sit 3.
Line's nice. Top of there.
Heavy Carly.
I liked it.
If you leave it, if you go
Top 4.
top 4, the run back may be a little bit easier if that's what you decide to play, or do you take this back?
I think you have to keep in front of the T line, because if you go behind it, Kelly's going to freeze.
T-line. T-line.
To your point, now there's a run back, but those are so difficult to hit stay.
All right, Kathy, you're up. Let's go. Sturmey and Carey as they play in the 7th, and the final stone coming from Chelsea Carey.
Well, you can see that she faces those 4. She did on her first and tried a corner freeze. It bounced off a little bit, enough that Selena could pick it out, and so it is a draw against 4, needs full 4.
Curling 79% is Chelsea Carey, the 2-time Canadian champion.
Same line. Easy. Let's all here, Rach.
It's not light.
3-7.
10-5. Weight's nice.
Now the question is, hold on enough? Jolene Campbell having a look.
My eyes are so old, Kira.
Indication, Kira Brunton thinking that it's
Yeah.
theirs. Sturmey. What do the old eyes say?
Yeah, you look at it, Liz. I don't know. I don't think it is, really.
So
But maybe.
Liz Fife having a look.
It was closer than I thought it was going to be. We'll measure. We'll just
So the
measure.
measurements being called for.
I think it is, but.
Got 13 leading 4.
All right.
Awfully big measure. Could be 3 down playing 8.
Yeah, this is the way. Set it up. No, it's still sliding. Yeah, let's make this one good. Pretty nice. Everywhere. Yeah. So. Like you can. Set something up, regardless. Yeah. It was closer.
Jennifer Jones in her last, sitting 3 at the moment.
Line's decent. Tight. Look at all Carly. Carly's rough. Where? Top 12. Tight. Stop. Gotta sit. Top 12. Go full 8. There. Full 8.
So they go from the Carey Stone.
Whoa.
And now sitting 1, 2, and 4. You bet. There was a 3 in there. I just thought I'd skip that.
Yeah, that was
Over
very
it.
clever.
You used to be so good at counting.
It's been a few months.
So our eyes are
And
good.
it is yellow.
It's one yellow.
So thank you to the umpire, and 6-3, Sturmey.
Jennifer's had 3 or 4 guards that have overcurled for her, and I don't think it's the way she's throwing it. She's not taking much ice. Chance to get at it here now.
But again, so if you are Kelly, look at those stones on the left. You put them up there for a reason. You never really got a chance to use them.
Yep, because Jennifer stayed on the offense.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you.
White.
Here. Gotta go. Gotta keep it going.
Wait's good.
Now forward. Now brothers, keep it going. Oh, well done. Great brush for the single. Oh, flirting with danger there again. To keep themselves in this game. Yes, yes. Oh, yes.
Really gotta go.
So familiar names in some different places, to be sure. Brad Gushue seated number 1. Go all the way through Greg Smith of Newfoundland and Labrador. And Greg Smith, the 2-time provincial champion, was voted in by the fans, and so he's here with his team of Adam Boland, Chris Ford, and Zach Young. So they'll be on the ice. We'll have 4 games tonight. We'll see part of the field as we do the women here. The rest of the field will get their first games tomorrow.
And one of the things that Greg said yesterday is that his team is going to be playing in more events on the mainland, as he talks about it, than they've ever played before. Of course, with Brad Gushue going to the Brier, Newfoundland Labrador is open, and lots of good teams starting to come off the rock, and he knows that he needs to travel more to be a contender.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when in his interviews, he said he wants to thank Brad Gushue for winning a couple so he could go. He could get to the, Brier. But, you know, the thing was, and he was asked about, because Brad Gushue had to make a change with Greg Gallant going west, and he's elected to bring in E.J. Harnden, who played for Jacobs in Northern Ontario. And he said, I understand it totally. We've got a lot of Tier 2 teams in the province. We don't have a Tier 1 team. We don't have a Tier 1 player at the moment. So he totally understands. And that's part of, to your point, if you go out and travel, as we've often said so many times, you have to go out and play enough to become Tier 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's no... you have to dig it out of the dirt, as the golfers say, and it's not just reps playing, but it's figuring out the different ice conditions, figuring out what your team's going to do, how are you going to play the top teams, how do you slay those dragons strategically. It's a totally different strategy, totally different game when you're playing the elite teams.
Wait, what? 9.5 or 10.5? 9.5.
And you come to a point, I think, as Jones has the last rock here, up by 2 as we play in 8. You come to a point in time, Kathy, Brad Gushue at a point in his career does not want to groom anybody.
No.
Would you agree?
No, 100%. You have played this game, and at his case, when you look at the wins that he's had in the last 5 or 6 years, you want somebody who is at that level, who's not going to fold under the pressure.
All right, let's go over and drop in on 1 against 16. Anderson against the club champions from Thunder Bay and Tracy Larocque.
Well, she's been in tough most of the day, facing 3, trying to make the double and stick the shooter.
And pushes it far enough, and that will be
nice
for a single.
Sorry, yeah, 1 red. Good.
Wait's good.
Are you a 2? 2. Yep, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Tracy is a professor at Lakehead University.
Really good.
Whoa, two.
Whoa. Good, Sylvie.
Great.
Team Jones hitting the wrong rock there, and big trouble all of a sudden.
It was like your rocks had to freshen it back up.
Again, it was an outturn or an in-turn appeal that was either backed up or overthrown or both. They seem to be, the young players in this Jones team seem to be missing some of those a little wide. And it could be broom position.
Yep. Hard! Yep. Hard! Ah.
And we'll drive it straight by and leave that shooter out in front.
Yikes.
The first one.
How many do you want to steal here?
Yeah, like 12 foot or 8. Yep.
Well, and a really key factor for Andrea Kelly's team is that you just have to get to 10 tied. You're not thinking about winning this game because under the rules of this event, if it's tied, there's no extra end. It's not if we steal, then we're going to have to steal again and steal again. No, you just have to be tied, and then you draw to the button for the win. So for Andrea Kelly, it's not as overwhelming as it might normally be.
4? I think we're 4.
Which is really going to change the strategy coming home.
Yep, you got a good one.
Boy, what a chance here, Kathy.
Yes.
The raises are nearly impossible.
They're so long.
Yeah, one's on the pin, and now you're sitting looking at 3 buried.
Yeah, somebody said you got a good one here. And a good one they got. Around they go.
There's that, Sylvie. Hug a hug.
It's been a bit of a struggle for Sylvie Quillian. 65%. There you go. Haven't seen a lot of smiling from Sylvie so far today. Trying to open things up now with Carly Burgess on a frustrated sigh. And she'll just get the high stone.
Wow. What are you going to do here?
Well, look at this. You've just scored 3.
Yeah.
Kelsey Rock, and now you're in danger of giving up 3.
Kelsey tried to play the double on her final instead of just hitting and sticking, and just got it back a little bit. Just ticked a stone over, did not remove either of the red stones belonging to Christina Black. And so it is an open house. The opportunity to go get that 3 back and to go up 1.
And curling just 63%. But who cares? You put 3 on the board.
She has made the right ones at the right time.
It's just so slidey to the wings.
That should go on a t-shirt. Make the right ones at the right time.
I don't know whether Andrew's coming in deep here or just like a top 12, but I think what you're going to see Jennifer do is play the other turn. I'd be taking the in turn away here. I don't think Jennifer has anything on this particular side of the sheet.
Whoa. It's not there. Yeah.
Chip. Can you chip?
Yep.
Can you? Yes, straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, her.
I thought that was 3 on its own. No.
Yeah, I think
Well, this was a shot to play another one because she was in big trouble, facing 4 with her last. And it was some great rushing by Brothers and forward that just got it by.
Boy, you can tell by the sweep call at the end, it was all just bedlam. They barely. That was a steal of 4 if that rubs.
To pick
Watch
up
it go.
a key single and keep themselves in it within 2. The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be, and it was, okay.
Any more curl, any more curl, and that's a game over. And now look, 3 buried.
So to your point, you thought Jones might go to the in turn already, but she's just going to rip the guard.
Yeah, I think the guard ended up.
That's the double guard.
Yeah, made it an easy double, but this isn't ideal either. Wow.
She's going to get rid of just 1.
Oh. Bad to worse.
Yeah. She's thought she's gotten some bad luck today, or had some bad luck.
It can be anywhere.
You had to make that double peel because now the shot that I thought Jennifer would play is going to be gone. Anywhere short here, and it's big trouble.
Listen to the crowd here. They're into it. As you take a look at the numbers, both skips struggling. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. What do you do if you leave it short? You want it in?
I guess you could get a little greedy, but the line's more important. Don't let this over curl. And that's what happens in arena ice with sharp rocks. You tend to throw the guards and they over curl. Leave it wide open. Foot short of the rings, 2 feet short of the rings, doesn't matter. Just get the line right.
And you can see how well she played in Thunder Bay, and that helped lead to that bronze medal.
4, trying to come down. 3, trying to come down.
Yelling heavy, but this will die out here.
3, yep. Keep it straight. 3. Wow, we could have gone on that earlier.
There you go. So as it just catches the top, and it is 5. Jones will face 5 with her last.
Really good shot. The right depth. Ideally, a foot to the left, Vic.
I think so, though.
Yeah.
And it makes this shot a little harder. And we see that all the time with the overcurls on the guards. Not that this is simple, but Jennifer has room to get second shot here.
But how often have we been out this far?
Right. Yeah, a little. Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, is it, as you say, a little crispy out here? And facing 5 and drawing on all that experience right now. Leads by 2. Final stone here in 8.
Line's good. All you. Line only. Room. Nice.
Mackenzie Zacharias calling line. Burgess on the left. Lenentine on the right. Now digging in, trying to carry it. Digging in, trying to carry it. Digging in, trying to carry it to the side of the pin. And will be thankful to give up just 1.
Brilliant.
How do you like that? Shot of a 6-time champion, and you bet. Compliments all around. 6-5, Jones leads it. It is the PointsBet Invitational, day 1. From Fredericton, we kick off a new season of champions here on TSN. Win and you move on, lose and you're out in this March Madness kind of format. 16 teams on the both men's and women's side. You know, when you look at this, as we welcome you back, go to the 9th, and once again, it's Jones up by 1 as we play here in 9, and she'll have the hammer. In this 32-team field, there are 10 Olympic gold medal winners. There are 27 world men's and women's champions, 27 combined, 39 Scotties, 41 Briers. And then you add the juniors, the mixed doubles, youth sports, college, Canada games, and it's just filled with champions. All right, 6-5, Black leads Rock, and we've had a trading of a couple of trays. What do we got going here?
An opportunity to get 2 and to take the lead back in this game, looking for some paint.
So an open draw for 2, and that stone that is counting right now is at the back edge of the 12 at about 8 o'clock.
Line's really good. Good sweep. Yeah. 2 yellow. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah. It holds.
I've got the exact same shoulder.
Harley.
Yeah. As in 6. I did 2 separate shoulders.
Harley. Harley, hard. Hard, hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Okay, good sweep, Gar. Just too much weight again. 9-2.
Too much weight again. That's what I tried to allude to a little earlier there. There's
Just knows it right now.
you just learning your players' tendencies, and that's what looks like's happened with the Team Jones.
9.5. Just 9.5. Yeah. Okay, I think I like less. Ice. Yeah. You want me to nose it? I think it'll
it. You got it.
Yeah.
In describing that stone of the back edge of the 12 on the previous rock on the rock game with Black,
9-5. Easy.
I have to mention and offer condolences to the family of Chuck Peczkowski from Weyburn, radio broadcaster, passed away recently. For 20 years, he used to do curling on radio.
No, really?
Out of Saskatchewan. So to his family and friends, our condolences. And Chuck was quite the broadcaster to do it. I did some radio for blind curling in Ottawa a couple of years back, and it's one of the most difficult things I've ever done because you have to describe everything. So again, our sympathy and condolences to the family of Chuck Peczkowski.
Okay, yeah, fast here, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's
Same
good
with draw.
speed. Yeah.
2 choices here. You could get rid of that long center guard. It could be a nuisance, but it's pretty long. Jennifer's going to go right around it here.
T-line. Back 4.
No.
Back 8.
No, hard, Lauren. Touch it, hard, Lauren. Okay, go straight for speed. Get it out of the house. Go. Go. Okay, Mac.
Okay.
Doing that right now.
1 against 16. And she's getting it a little bit handed to her right now. 7-3 is Anderson, but I think that it's a thrill here for Tracy Larocque, the reigning Canadian club champion out of Thunder Bay, to be on this ice.
Oh, for sure. What a great experience. And for Carrie Anderson and her team, who have not played in an event this year, it's shown them where they have some weaknesses. Carrie was short on her first and short again on her second. So things that they're going to have to improve if they're going to continue to move forward.
No, one it is when she had a draw for a couple.
Shoot. I like that throw. I don't know what happened to it.
How'd the throw look to the sweepers? Looked okay?
Reed still doing double duty. He will play later, but coaching this team. He started doing that last year and really enjoyed it.
I know that ice, I know that weight.
That was the right call. We just got away from it. 10.5. Whoa. Clean it. Mac. Hard. 10. Hard to hit it. 10.
Go, Mac. Get it across the line.
Hard, Mac. Get it go.
Go in the yellow.
Oh, another one, Beck. They're just throwing it through the break. Those are all the things they'll iron out as the season goes along.
9-5.
They did well.
Okay, good sweeping.
Good, Sylvie.
Did very well to hold it.
9.5.
I know it goes hard in that spot.
It's good. Clean. Yep.
A little softer weight this time.
Carly Burgess.
Whoa.
No. Good.
Very nice. There it is. I really believe it's speed control, Kathy. It's that was just well thrown.
Yes.
You know she's going to be close to the berms. One of the best deliveries in our country. I just think playing with Mackenzie's used to the speed that's coming at her. Jennifer isn't.
No.
And you can just see them struggling.
Runs.
Just here.
these bottles.
Jennifer said it best. It's weight sensitive. Every time you play with rocks that curl
Like
this
14
much,
coming
it's
down
going
this
to be
way?
weight sensitive.
Okay, full 4. Just play in the corner freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, a little more. Yeah. You guys think?
Yeah, I think it'll always curl.
Really nice
Curl so
roll there.
hard.
Yeah, give me edge. Okay, a little bit heavier.
Yeah, my gut saying 14 in this spot.
Okay.
I timed one of theirs and 14 was around top 4.
Okay.
I think we're there.
7, 8 now.
Line only.
6. Stay close. Stay close.
Mr. Wait. We gotta let it work.
Where?
We're there.
7.
Oh. Back. 8.
Yeah, 8.
9.
Yep, straight. Too late, too late.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like it wasn't super off.
Yeah, may have just stopped for shot stone back edge of the 4.
I think their line was good. It was just a little hot. I think with a little less, it would have curled up nice.
Really? You agree with that?
Yeah, I think what they're saying is, you know, if that's 3 feet lighter, you get a hair more curl, and you only had to bury an inch of it, and it's tough to remove it.
Gotta roll it away.
Yeah, that was pretty good effort. Just
Forward weight.
3 feet heavy.
In fairness to Andrea, I put a stopwatch against that. They told her to throw 14. She threw 13.9, and it was a little bit heavy. So I agree, a little bit less weight, but she was throwing to what they suggested.
Yeah, very close.
You gotta be.
Well, that's slowed down, Kathy, because we were getting 15, 15, 1.
I agree. So it's really coming down.
Clean it.
No.
11. Yes.
Close card.
11.
Oh, Carly. Hard. Carly hard. Go.
Watch it.
Oh, avoids the jam and rolls it away. So sitting 1-2. Jones with last rock, leading by 1 as we play here in 9.
Nice call.
Just spot on with the speed control.
I was worried that once we got to
Okay, couple feet less.
Andrew needs this one. The guard is
Just like a foot
so
less.
long.
Really
Top.
gotta be in front, like
Yeah,
a rock
okay.
in front. Yeah.
Full 4 half
mean,
buried
yeah, you
would
guys
probably
can
be
work
the
it
best
Yeah.
spot.
Would you ever go the other way?
Yeah, you could. There's no question, but just through it though.
I think it's less. Easy though. Easy.
T-line.
Have a look. Let it work.
T-line.
Let it work.
T-line.
7 right now.
That's gonna curl a
Let it work.
pile.
Well, it's on the edge of the 4 at the moment.
On its own.
And can you play the wick a little bit? No.
You gotta finish it.
Around.
And now going around and deep as possible, and they'll be shot.
Now have your decent weight.
But
Perfect weight. Too much ice.
shot rock,
perfect
but
weight.
open.
Straightening out.
Probably board this time.
Straightening out. I've heard that 3 times
shot.
in this game.
Yep. You got a 10, third good.
Nothing more.
Yep.
Chance for 3.
Just that fine line between being like riding edge of 8 for a while.
Yeah.
Because it
100%.
was there a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just through it too. Just the guard's not a problem. Just nothing heavy here.
Hit less.
Clean.
Yes.
Whoa.
Same weight.
No.
Same weight.
Clean it.
Carly.
Carly Burgess will take it in, push it through, and put 3 on the board.
Oh, okay, good game. Oh, sorry.
And Team Jones will be the first to move on here in Fredericton.
Hi, Bella. Hi, Skyla. Love you.
They pick up the win, make the final 9-5 over Andrea Kelly. And Andrea Kelly, that steal of 3 that she gave up back in 4, that really turned the game around, as the crowd acknowledges the bronze medalist from the Scotties in Thunder Bay in the Capital Winter Club right here in Fredericton. And so the first to move on, and Jones now will keep an eye on the game over on sheet A right next door. She'll play the winner of Carrie Sturmey coming up on Friday. And so that's where we will turn our attention for the moment, as Carrie playing Sturmey, and they are in a timeout, Kathy.
Well, that red stone was Chelsea Carey's first. Made a wonderful come through the port to B shot stone. Chelsea called a timeout. They elected to throw the guard and cap off the front. And that's where we are now, with last rock to come for Selena.
We don't have to stick around. We just need a piece like this.
A little tap on the guard, rolled over, took away the port, I think.
It did.
Yeah. It's there. It is tight, but
this is kind of lined up for you, though. Like, honestly, I don't think that top guard's in play.
Okay. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate throwing either one.
I think you can make it.
I think it's there.
Okay. I'll probably have to throw it pretty pure, so.
Yeah. Same kind of just through.
You were probably here, so if I'm throwing it just through, probably.
Boy, this has to actually over curl to get by that tight
I don't
red
know.
corner guard. So tap it out, and you need a bit of speed. If it's slowing down in the middle a bit, it'll be tough to get that red one
I
deep
feel like
enough
both
to
are
score.
hard. If I do make this one, it's game over, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right behind this sheet, and the stone that is shot is buried by a rock and a half.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. I think she can make contact with soft weight. But can you kick that
The
red?
question is, can you make it for 2?
Weight's
Or
good.
3 or 4?
Yep.
Whoa! Whoa! Calissa.
There's a team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
It's not there.
And not there, somebody says, and they're right. 1 it is. A steal of 1 for Carey. And so they will go to the 10th, tied at 6, and it's the game will follow when we come back. I want to introduce you to Laura Forrester. She's a mixed media artist here in Fredericton, and this is how she sees this opening draw of the PointsBet Invitational here in Fredericton. And she'll be back on Friday here at the Willie O'Ree Place. So we have one final 9-5 is Jones, a winner over Andrea Kelly. So Jones moves on. Will play in the Elite 8 against either Chelsea Carey or Selena Sturmey. And Carey with the steal of 1. Comes back to tie, so we're even at 6. And we go to this 10th now, and it is Sturmey, Canadian junior champion, world junior silver medalist, that has the hammer. She has the last rock, playing the Yellowstone.
Okay, whoa, then off it. Line's pretty good.
Interesting for Sturmey, they did not elect to try the tick shot either time. The problem with that is the first one was way deep, the second one's short. It's really a yellow guard, and here comes Team Carey right around everything.
Great shot, Liz. Good judge, guys.
That's huge. That's that first come around when you're trying to steal. You want to make it as good as you possibly can. Guard it for your life. That could be the winning point.
Well, let's see. kind of stone that Liz Fife has made for a number of years, of course, when you think about her playing with Einarson and Carey, and then, of course, Fleury. Just missing out in that trials final. Remember losing to Jennifer Jones to most recently.
Extra in.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know, and she's a new player on Chelsea Carey's team, but these two had no problem getting together. They grew up together.
Oh, yeah.
Their dads, Vic Peters and Dan Carey, playing together. And so Chelsea was very clear. I didn't pick up Liz or invite her to play with me because of that, but because she's a great player. But just how much they knew each other makes the segue to a new team so much easier than if they had not known each other previously.
No, of course.
Over and off. Yeah,
and it's one less challenge, isn't it, then,
yes.
for Chelsea Carey.
Okay.
It's definitely slowing down in that 4-foot strip a lot. Out wide now, we always talk about it early in the game, it's a little slower. That's the best path, out that middle 12-foot area into the button. I think if I'm Chelsea Carey, I want my opponent to throw a draw with the last one.
You bet.
Okay, halfway. Speed's nice, hey?
Yeah, I just didn't get out to it, so just make sure you get to it. Speed is nice.
You got Joe.
You got her.
Yeah, it's as fast here as that you were, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, it's good there.
So down by 5, playing 9, and all kinds of pressure put on by Carey Einarson on Tracy Larocque out of Thunder Bay, the reigning Canadian club champion from the Fort William, and her final stone, Kath.
Well, she needs 4-foot, and we saw the struggles on the sheet with draw weight. Carey Einarson coming short on both of hers, and now trying to get to the 4-foot, but the guard is still in her way.
Oh, and she's going to crash out there and ricochet in 1, 2, 3, and it appears that maybe a 4th at the back. So Einarson will pick up 4. And Einarson, the number 1 seed, the 3-time defending Canadian champion, will move on. 12-3 is your final.
Touch on. Pete. Way to tough it up. Hard, Pete. Hard.
Oh, nice shot.
Hi, everyone back home.
And so now they will move on, and they will play the winner of Rock and Black, being played on Sheet D. They are in the 10th, and we'll keep you updated there as well. Jolene Campbell.
Hard, top 8.
Hard for everything.
Top 8.
Hard for everything. Hard.
And rubs and rolls out in front. Jolene, of course, is a two-time Saskatchewan champion. Skipped back in 16.
Thought you had a little more out of
Was with Carey last year.
This is their only shot right now.
That died on Jolene, too.
Well, you heard her say, I thought I threw way more.
I think if anything,
That's what I was seeing.
I like that.
I like that. If I'm on this side of it, it's fine, right?
Yeah. I think you have to throw peel.
Yeah.
Quick combo. You got it, Kara.
Slam like the top.
Kind of seeing that
Kind
third.
of thing.
I think she's trying to, make a skinny double, maybe?
I don't think I'm throwing that.
No, I agree. She makes it. It's great.
Really good, though.
Yeah, the result is really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you have to make this thin double. You could just hit the dangerous one. You could even, if you hit it a little thick, you could tap Jolene's rock that was just thrown into the 4-foot. Would not be ideal.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard.
like that.
Go, Selena. Go, go, go.
Yikes. That was the danger.
When we make a hit and roll. I think if you throw it a tight guard, this is open.
Okay. So I had you here.
Yeah.
So probably like that.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. See, it's nice. You got it.
So the blank in 9, pardon me, still has Rock leading by 1. However, it is Christina Black from Dartmouth that does have the hammer coming home.
Chase it. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. The speed is real nice here.
And as Kathy mentioned earlier, if they are tied, there would be no extra end. They would just throw, each team would throw a draw to the button.
Okay. You got it.
Two well-placed guards here, and they're not going to be happy, Sturmey, for playing that last shot. It just knows the dangerous one.
Yeah, we're tight.
It's going to be a tough shot if this is made twice.
Tight. We're tight.
Just stay down for line.
Just clean it.
We're
It
deeper
needs
than
to
your
sit.
Okay, it really needs to sit.
It needs to stop. Whoa. Oh.
The added little variable, though, is, and we haven't talked about this, when it comes to that, draw to the button, Kathy.
Girl.
So whoever has the hammer would have the hammer playing the extra.
Take a little more ice,
They'll
probably.
choose your players. And then that team with the hammer will say, we're going to play an in-turn, for example. The other team has to play the out-turn.
Yeah, it is the advantage of the team that has not scored to have to choose that. And you don't want to play for that. I don't think at this level for the draw to the button unless you're losing and you're tied. And now instead of having a 10% chance to win, you got a 50%. It's one rock.
Right, but it's the turns that, I mean, you
It
could
can make a
you could
huge
force your
difference.
opposition into a turn they're not comfortable with.
Or a patchier side. There will be a lot of strategy if we get to that.
And it's a possibility on sheet D. Down by 1 at the moment.
Ooh, you might have been tempted to roll that away. Good shot, though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have, it doesn't matter. No, but I just think it's easier to get through the hole. Yeah, like probably back line.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking that's my first thought. Does that look close to you?
I think that's going to be really close. Yeah.
Okay.
Freeze would be the other option, but they were talking about that yellow corner guard up at the top of the screen that's kind of in the way for a freeze. So Chelsea, as she often does, throw the right weight.
Okay, back line.
Pick the right weight. Is it softer down the center here, though? That's the question.
Yeah, I think you can gauge from your guard here, Charles.
I think so too. It should run pretty similar, I think, hey?
Yeah, I agree.
Just watching the game,
You got
trying to wait and see who we play. Will it be Carey or Sturmey?
Hair heavy.
Whoa, we're bummed.
Clean.
Chelsea Carey here last.
Yep, heavy.
Whoa.
Right now, Sturmey has
All there. Hard. Back,
the
flush.
winning point, sitting edge of the button.
Hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard, you got it. More,
Going to
more,
touch
more,
it,
more,
needs to touch it and hang around, and very nice. But is she sitting out there in the open, maybe a little bit tucked under that guard?
Try.
Good sweep. Any
Just
less weight,
that
it's close.
pound heavy. Didn't take the curl.
That's perfect ice. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Straight ice, straight throw.
Yeah, I loved everything about it. Just 4 feet heavy.
Yeah.
Just threw it, but it's tricky because you can't baby this. It's easy to have the adrenaline and overthrow it, so you tend to underthrow, and underthrow, I think it'll take off here.
Here we go, the number 13 seed has a chance to advance here.
Hard, Kate.
In a 6-6 tie, Selena Sturmey, does she provide the first upset? She does, as she'll pick up 4. And Sturmey and the team from the Saville Community Sports Center take out the number 4 seed. Chelsea Carey, the 2-time Canadian champion, and they will advance. 10-6 is your final score, and so Jones now knows that she will play Selena Sturmey, and that game to come up on Friday. So one game remains on the ice, and it's on sheet D as we go over. And 7-6, Kelsey Rock, Edmonton leading Christina Black from Dartmouth Catholic.
Well, Christina Black's team just wrecking on a guard. Danielle Schmiemann, the third for Kelsey Rock, making that wonderful draw. That is the shot stone. And in chasing it, Christina's team hit the guard, and so it will be a replacement being called by Kelsey Rock.
As Carrie Anderson, after her win,
so I think we guard this.
Watching now to see who she will play in the Elite 8.
I'll just take like shot.
So that way you can get shot that way is my point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the red tops there for Team Black. It's not easy. You're probably going to go really wide, but the pebble should be good out that wide.
And that yellow guard is so long.
Line's good. Okay, line's good. Dana's rock always. Over and off. Over and off.
It's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
It would be great if you moved it like an inch, just to make sure we're shot. The line, you lose the line quick. Okay. So like, make sure you're sweeping, because once it starts to go,
we gotta get
you're
past the
gonna
line.
lose the line. So you have to get there. It will curl.
Okay.
Right there.
It's just saying you're young though, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
That intern's still available, so
Just
you can
stick
get
with
this
it, 'cause the
frozen,
line
or
will get there.
even
Like a
top
freaking go
4. You'll
sideways.
have some options with your
Yeah.
last one.
So like a 10. Just a hair less.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. A little titch more, like half a broom head from where you were. Yeah. You need to be T-line, like move them 1 inch. You don't have to, but I'm just thinking for the line more so. So 410?
Speed's still good on this shot. 410. They're asking for split time.
Line's pretty good.
4 times Scotty. Participant went 5 and 4 a year ago in Thunder Bay. Won a bronze medal with Marianne Arsenault back in 18. Did Christina Black.
Line's fine. Just sweep. Has to curl. Okay, switch. Sit. Ugh, shoot. Okay. Shoot. Everything else went so sideways, I didn't want to lose it. Yeah.
Timeout's been called now by Kelsey Rock.
Timeout. Timeout. Where are you? I'm thinking like, this is never for 2 now, because it's always going in there. So can we just do this? It's only for 1.
That's still there for the win.
I think so. Lots of ice and carve it in, yeah. That's fine. Make her place, like, she's probably
gonna have
playing
to run
that.
something if we do that. So, like, do we ever come in or no?
I just worry if we ever like do this, we might leave it double.
Okay.
Well, no, she'll have this.
She's gonna have this.
It's just hard to do that and not leave a double.
Well,
there's that guard though. Like,
well, like we. As long
Maybe
as
we
we're
do.
not. Okay, we're like really only the spot we can't be is like wide open.
there, yeah.
So even if we're
Okay, then I think
You
we
could
play
come,
it.
yeah,
Okay
you
with that?
right there. You could come right in here because of those angle raises, the one I drew up and the one on the left. This shot's here too, that way. You can make it that way. And the one I drew up before. So you can't really guard everything. So I know what they're thinking here, Vic. They don't want to come in, leave it wide open, set up an easy double for the loss. But it's going to curl here.
Yeah, light if anything.
Yeah. We'll be smart about this too. Like,
Yeah.
We won't hit it out of your hand.
Okay.
Make sure it's just
The front?
Okay.
off the top.
Yeah.
Carrie Anderson will play the winner of this one.
For whatever reason, Christina's didn't bury there because the weight was pretty close.
Mine's nice. Okay. They can slide it.
Okay, then sweep.
Okay, you can go. Line's really good. Holding out there.
That's okay. Keep it out there. Keep it out there. That's okay.
Okay, whoa. You're
Whoa,
tight,
let
then.
it
Whoa.
sit.
Whoa.
The line would have been perfect, just a
That's
little
fine.
light.
Hey, good judge. Good sweeping. Did we ever just draw for one?
Well, that's the thing.
I don't think that's for two because that just jams.
Did you ever throw enough weight?
And that just
They
jams.
haven't even
and
looked
I
at your
only get
in-offs,
one
have they?
anyway.
No.
I don't
I
think they've seen
draw
them.
or I play that.
I don't think you're playing that. You're playing this or the draw.
Well, as you guys said, it changes now because the draw for one, now you have a 50% chance of winning. If
unless
there
you
was
really
an extra
want-
end, you
no,
don't
no,
have a
that's
50% chance of winning.
Draw, I think. Okay. Yeah, I like it.
I think I had the right ice right there.
It's exactly right. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yep.
It's a draw for the tie, and then one more for the win to advance.
I think the draw is there.
Kathy, I think they're playing an in-off or an angle raise if the rules weren't the way they are.
I agree.
Not that this is a gimme.
Yeah. Yeah, because this shot over here is just for one, so I might as well draw. Right?
Yep.
Right on the button, girls.
Red angle raise would be for the win, but she feels more comfortable with this one.
Down by one.
Line's pretty
I'm a little
close.
tight. Yep.
Right on the button,
Good.
girls.
Yep. Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard.
Barker.
Hard line.
Baxter.
Hard line.
Evers calling line. Right on the button, girls.
Hard line.
Got to get it by that stone coming up. Center line. Got to get it by that first. Here comes Everest. A little bit more. Right on the button, girls. Can you get it to the button, girls? Take it a little more, and they will not. And it will be a win for Kelsey Rock. Will pick up one more.
Good game. Thank you. Good game. Good game. Good game. I'm not sure.
And so Kelsey Rock will now play Carrie Anderson as she picks up the win. 8-6 is your final score. And so when you look at our four today, 3 of the 4, the higher seeds, did win. The only upset was the number 3rd seed, Sturmey, was a winner over number 4, Chelsea Carey.
Angle run like she.
I didn't play it harder though.
So the left side is complete. We know now Anderson will play Rock, and Jones will go against number 13 seed Sturmey. Opening day of the PointsBet Invitational here in Fredericton.
The 2022 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, proud partner of Curling Canada, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Yeah, high fives all around for Jennifer Jones and her team as they pick up the win for Andrea Kelly 9-5. And yeah, you go back, there it is. That's the difference there. It came in the fourth, that steal of 3. We had seen a number of unforced errors by both sides, but that was the big one as Andrea Kelly and Jennifer Jones really both struggle statistically, but 9-5. Jones is your winner. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So this is what's on the ice tonight, as we'll have 4 games on the men's side of the Sweep 16. Glenn Howard against Felix Asselin, who now takes over the team from Quebec. Matt Dunstone is coming home against the fan favorite. The fan won't vote in. That's Greg Smith from Newfoundland and Labrador. Brendan Botcher and his new team against Landon Rooney, and Colton Flash will go against Karsten Sturmey. We'll have it for you at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So we're underway here. First ever PointsBet Invitational from Fredericton. One big upset, and it came with Sturmey, a winner over Carey. 4 more games. Our first look at the men tonight when we join you again, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.